360-degree view satellites, ports power China, US want the bay, Bangladesh may be the price. Meanwhile, foreign eyes turned sharply to Lal Manirat Airbase, around 170 kilometers from India's Chicken Neck corridor in Siliguri and Chittagong port, Bangladesh's maritime gateway. There are also whispers of a proposed Rakhine corridor starting to echo in geopolitical policy circles. These moves, though part technology, part geopolitical strategy, signal something deeper. Bangladesh is slowly becoming the new frontier of a simmering Cold War. At stake is not only Dhaka's internal political balance but also Southeast Asia's regional dominance, with India watching closely from across the border. And the interplay of multiple international interests over certain strategic locations and assets with domestic upheaval have created a charged environment in Bangladesh. At the heart of the domestic storm is the interim government's tenure and the proposed July Charter, a political administrative manifesto on which the political parties, primarily BNP, seek a referendum and plan for elections. These demands, seemingly democratic, have now evolved into a flashpoint for political confrontation. In addition, the proposed Rakhine corridor through Bangladesh has created a standoff-like situation between the interim government and the army. About the highly sensitive and volatile situation between the country's army and the interim government, a retired Bangladeshi diplomat told NEWS 18, "We all are waiting to see who blinks first, the Army Chief General Waqar Uzzaman or the Chief Advisor, Muhammad Yunus. It is now a battle of nerves. Anyone who knows Yunus would vouch for the fact that he would never resign on his own if not forced. Will the army force him to do so? There lies the uncertainty." Nanan the diplomat also added that there are two massive international forces in the play: America and China. All regimes in Bangladesh, including Khaleda Zia and Sheikh Hasina, maintained a strategic alliance with China. However, Sheikh Hasina started realigning and rethinking her positioning with America. But Yunus' international posturing has opened strategic doors for both these nations. Both China and America want control over the Bay of Bengal, which is a strategic location. China's naval delegation visited Chittagong port in October. On June 1, China and Bangladesh will hold a joint trade conference, which is also happening for the first time. There is a lot to read in between, added the retired diplomat while speaking with NEWS 18 over the phone from Dhaka. Meanwhile, the military continues to exert its firm control over the country. In a press briefing on Monday, the spokesperson of Bangladesh Army stated that since August, the army has seized around 10,000 arms and around 3,000,000 rounds of ammunition. This seems to be a huge statement on the army's assertiveness in the country. Nanan the geostrategic stakes are rising at sea as the Chittagong port, the economic lifeline of Bangladesh, is now drawing foreign suitors. Rumors of potential partnerships with Chinese firms or operators raise concerns about long-term strategic control over the strategic points. Given China's pattern of leveraging infrastructure for influence, New Delhi sees this as a potential pivot point in the Indo-Pacific balance. Swipe left for next video. Meanwhile, the Rakhine corridor, which is still in its conceptual stages, is no less controversial. The Army General, however, in his last address to the commanders, rubbished such an idea, stating that the Army will never allow the interim government to take any decision that may compromise the country's sovereignty. For India, the proposed corridor may risk the emergence of a China-dominated supply chain within its strategic backyard. Latest blogs.